So I've had the privilege to work with Mayank sir before. So I've had the privilege to work with him before. Just one thing, don't go on his appearance. He's way too formal looking right now. But trust me, when it gets post 6 p.m., he gets real fun. Coming to the thing why we are here. The thing is, I look up to you as an entrepreneur. I look up to you as a founder. And what Snappy has done while revolutionizing the cab industry, not only in Kolkata, but slowly expanding. I just wanted to know how the journey has been. Journey of Snappy from the start.
First of all, thank you for everyone for having me here. I mean, it's a privilege to. I mean, it's always good to see such young faces and talk to them or at least impart whatever I have learned. And as they all said, don't actually go on my beard. I'm usually not like this, but yeah, it's been a crazy couple of months right now. So, I mean, the answer to the question that Keshav just asked, I mean, it's always very difficult to start up. So a lot of questions on being asked to Aditya as well, ki how to start, when to start. So the most difficult part is to start. Yeah, I mean, I keep on hearing in my office also a lot of young folks, kind of discussing a lot of ideas, kind of deliberating on a lot of, products and ideas, ki ye karte hain, wo karte hain. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the courage or the tenacity to kind of go and actually start what they have in mind. And I don't complain about that because it takes a lot of courage to start. And I had some privilege of being in a business before, so I knew what it'll take to actually start and then take it forward. So the journey has been incredible. It's been almost 3 years now that we have started in Calcutta. We have expanded last quarter in Delhi. So, I mean, overall, when you look at the business, it is a high energy absorbing business. So you need to be always on your toes, and you'll always see me walking around meetings, and you've been in the office. So you always see that, there are so many meetings and so many people coming and asking you so many hundreds of things. So the initial 5-7 years are always difficult there unless it gets slightly on an autopilot mode. But I still believe what the most difficult part is to start the project. So if you have something in mind, just start.
No, so here I'll ask, do you think being impulsive here helps?
Sometimes in your favor, sometimes not in your favor. Sometimes being impulsive is when you start, actually not start, but stop overthinking on things. काफ़ी बार क्या होता है आपकी एक्सेल शीट इतनी बड़ी हो जाती है बनाते बनाते कि आप सोचते हो ये भी भर लूँ ये भी कर लूँ. And you build a business which on a paper you build a business which seems like $1 billion idea. But unfortunately, a lot of people just stay on the paper. And I feel that ideation phase needs to actually convert into a execution phase. And believe me, when I say this is my third business technically. And in all the businesses, what I've seen, what is on the paper and what is actually on the field, when you actually start doing some work, there are humongous changes. And the Excel sheet is something which keeps on taking a pivot on a daily basis. Because you'd never know what is going to work for you or what is not going to work for you. So again, as I said, I mean, आप चाहे technology की बात कर लो. So if you build a product in technology, right? You write codes, you spend 24 hours hours and hours on building that code. The first 24 hours are the most difficult 24 hours because you don't know what is going to bust and what is going to crack. But वो कितना भी आप engineering लगा लो उसमें, वो ultimately जब वो product market में आएगा ना, वो कुछ ना कुछ होगा उसमें. And I have seen that not with ourselves, but big clients like, across the globe. I mean, you pick Swiggy, Zomatos, Rapidos, Olas, Ubers, everyone. I mean, they all have large engineering teams, but जब भी कोई नया feature launch करते हैं ना, कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ होता है.
The reason why I asked this is, okay, so first of all, how many of you here do have a idea, have a thread? Like, they want to start something of their own, कोई startup है. Can we get some hands now? किसी को कुछ भी स्टार्ट नहीं करना?
आइडिया होगा.
आइडिया होगा, बोल नहीं पा रहे.
पता नहीं.
बोला हाथ खड़ा किया, ये लोग यहाँ पे बुला लेगा. जोर से उठाओ, ये क्या आधा स्टार्ट करना है क्या? Raise your hands up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, can we give them a mic?
The black shirt.
इसलिए बोलता हूँ हाथ ऊपर ढंग से उठाओ.
Hello. I am have an idea to build a crypto wallet which can support all blockchains.
Alright,
So what do you want me to say about that?
I wanted to ask, what's the point when people stop overthinking, and what's the time when they think like Excel sheet up enough हो गया है? When should they actually stop it and start to execute?
So if you have done your research well and what you are trying to build, though let me be very honest, I don't understand what you just mentioned. I mean, blockchain, I understand, I know cryptocurrency, but I don't know how it works in the market. I'm not a big investor in cryptocurrency. So, but in a very layman terms, I mean, if you have conviction towards your product and if you see there's a use case, there's a public, there's enough public or there's enough market for you to actually make your product successful, you should do a dipstick or a viable test. I mean, as Aditya was mentioning, right, the first 100 customers are the most difficult, right? So if you can actually pick up a few folks in your team or, you know, in your college or, you know, maybe in your neighborhood, and if you can ask a couple of people whether they will use this kind of, product that you're building or, you know, whatever you're planning to build, I mean, that should give you a sense of understanding whether this can work or not. So, in a very smaller sense, I would say if you have a mild yes from a decent crowd that you have actually spoken to, I mean, you can always try, and you will always know that this is going to work or not inside your gut. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you might go wrong here and there in few areas. I mean, upar say you can go wrong in maybe building the product in a visualized way. It might go wrong in some kind of, you know, say acceptance in some way, but overall if the product is acceptable in the market and if there's a use case, I mean, you should definitely give it a try.
I have a follow-up question. So the domain which my idea is in, that is not really common, especially here in India. So I can't really get users for testing for my idea or for my product in my neighborhood. So, like, how do we find people? Like,
So you can always use technology. I mean, how difficult is it to reach out to people in Europe or Australia or US? I mean, you have so many tools that you have today that you can connect with people who have similar interests. You have blogs, you have people who write about these things. You can always ask them. Like, for example, I follow a guy in LinkedIn whom I haven't personally met, but he writes about mobility business across the globe. I mean, whether it is Taiwan, Vietnam, or Australia, or UK, or anywhere. And I get a lot of ideas and insights from that, reading that blog. Okay, what is happening in those countries? And what is the acceptance of those products in those markets? So it is not that today, in the age of internet, I mean, you know, you can always find people with similar interests and similar ideas, and you can always talk to them. So when I say neighborhood, it's not like literally your geography. I mean, neighborhood in this case is anywhere wherever this kind of ideas are popular. That is why I said in India probably it's not very popular. Like in my neighborhood, when I say if I have 20 friends, I'm sure none of them, 99% none of them invest in cryptocurrency. They are still investing in stocks, bonds, gold, real estate and stuff like that.
okay, thank you.
But what you're saying is, if you want to reach out to people who are not in your neighborhood and people who are of the same interests, there are various forums online. There are various ways, various platforms. Like, dude, just start messaging people on LinkedIn. When you don't have anything to lose, it does not really matter who you reach out to. Maybe you'll text 100 people, 10 will see, 1 will reply. But that one person can really change the game. Following up on this, how do you actually get to the investors that are out there? Because once you had the concept of Snappy, you did reach out to people, you did the whole due diligence. How did you, apne ye product ko test kaise kiya whether people actually want this or not?
So mobility has been there for years now, right? So it is just, the idea was not to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
It was mostly related to basically, and again, I would say startup is a very common word when it comes to businesses, but there are a lot of businesses which are very common and they're not really a startup with a new idea. They are mostly a similar idea which is already available in the market. So for us, we were not reinventing the wheel. What we were actually reinventing is the way people used to kind of travel from one place to the other, right? So everybody was aware that today, the way we travel and the way the government is trying to kind of bring in EV into the entire mobility segment was basically our pivot. I mean, we didn't want to go into ICE vehicles. I mean, internal combustion engine vehicles. We didn't want to go into petrol, diesel vehicles. So we wanted to only, get into the EV segment, which was evident from a lot of forums that, government is also pushing a lot to kind of, recalibrate and, kind of bring in EVs into the ecosystem. So that was definitely point number one. On the investor point of view, see, the entire world is going kind of transitioning from carbon emission to less carbon emission, right? So there are multi-billion-dollar investment programs which are running across the globe, which actually promote ESG. I mean, the entire non-carbon emission products, right? So of course, initially it was difficult to reach out to them, and the problem with these billion-dollar investments are that they fund like large cohorts, so they don't invest in like smaller businesses like ours, which we are today. So definitely the transition is today to kind of reach out to the, people who can back you in the beginning, like Aditya is one of our investors, Fard is one of our investors, right? So these are the early backers. So we knew that, okay, people like Aditya in the market can actually, back us in the beginning. And eventually once you reach a scale, like, you reach maybe $50 million in revenue or $100 million in revenue, I mean, that is when actually these bigger giants actually want to come in and, kind of back you up for the much longer run.
Yeah.
So it's a stepwise process. That is why we call it as like a seed investment and then a Series A and then a Series B. So the investors also come in, specific rounds that you are actually raising. So a Series C investor would not really come down for a Series A or a seed investing because their pocket is not that small. So they would like to invest much larger sum of money to kind of to back you up.
Just to explain Series A, pre-seed, seeding.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's fine. It's just like the order in which you get your investments. Pre-seed is the starting stage. After that, seed, Series A, Series B, Series C. Khali stages of getting investments. Yeah, continue.
So again, like slightly shedding a light on that. So it does not depend. It does not it's not compulsory for you to raise a Series A or a seed or a pre-series. You can actually directly get into Series A or something like that. It depends how much capital you have. Right. So initially, like we had enough capital to back ourselves up, and then that is when we did our actually first round was not a seed, not a pre-series, but actually a Series A kind of a round that we did.
Nice. But when you started this whole thing, as you said earlier, कि बहुत सारे problems होते हैं when you start.
Yeah.
So what were some of them for Snappy Cabs?
See, a lot of problems, since it's a heavy operations business, right? So a lot of problems are on setting up things to work for you. So there are a lot of moving parts to the entire business. So one is, of course, the asset itself. The other is the driver partners that we have, that we onboard. Then the third is the charging stations that we had to build because everyone is aware that there's not enough charging available in the market, right? So we had to build our own petrol pumps in short. So there was too many moving parts in the beginning to actually kind of ensure that, the business is moving. So initially, I think there was a lot of learning, which in itself was a very big challenge for us, coming from a background where we didn't have that kind of, I would say, understanding of the entire business. So a lot of, as again, quoting Aditya, like you keep on meeting people. So I started getting into such forums, started to meet my people who are in the similar field. Charging partners se milna chalu kiye. They started giving us a lot of insights about how to work. In fact, I remember the first day of our discussion, we didn't know how the car is supposed to be charged and what is the unit economics behind that charging system actually. Yeah. I mean, kitni der mein gaadi charge hogi. Like today also a lot of people come into my office and ask such small questions like, sir, kitni der mein gaadi charge ho jayegi? I mean, it's not a very simple question and it's not a very simple answer. It depends on what is the size of the battery, how much energy you are taking every hour, So it's a math that needs to be learnt. So that of course takes time, and then you start calculating all your unit economics based on that. So the initial 6 months, what I would say, is a lot of learning, because again, as I said, and I am slightly impulsive, so I didn't wait to do my R&D पूरा एक बार कर लेते
the way through,
हैं,
yeah.
and then उसके बाद गाड़ी के बारे में सोचेंगे. We did our R&D, enough R&D, like a whiteboard R&D, कि हाँ ये होता है, ऐसा होता है. We got few drivers, partners in the office, did their interviews. आप कितना गाड़ी चलाते हो, कैसे क्या आता है, कैसे क्या होता है. गाड़ी वाले को बुला के, we understood what is the car, how does it look like, what is the feel. थोड़ा दिन 2 दिन गाड़ी रख के चला के देख लिया कि how is it working. Problems के लिए तो we faced, one of the very funniest problem that we faced was the drivers were uncomfortable driving an automatic car. Because they were not used to driving an automatic car. They all driver partners were driving like a Maruti Wagoner or a Dzire, which is a proper manual car. तो first day आके मेरे को पूछ रहे हैं 2 ही इसमें lever क्यों है, third, where is the bloody third lever? So I was like, okay, I mean ये भी problem है. So because I mean problem का कोई अंत नहीं है, but you solve it on a daily basis, yeah.
बट इसमें आपने एक चीज मेंशन नहीं किया, लाइक व्हेन यू वर फेसिंग सम डिफिकल्टीज, इंटरनल तो है ही, एक्सटर्नल डिफिकल्टीज लाइक कॉम्पिटिटर्स, you were straight up going against Uber, Ola, and overall mobility.
Really not. So I would not say that I was directly competing with them. So this business is not like something where winner takes it all.
Yeah.
So today also, if you look at the demand, whether it is Ola or Uber or Rapido or anyone, they are actually, the entire mobility business is growing at a rapid pace. I mean, it is still growing at about, if I'm not wrong, around 15 to 20% CAGR.
Yeah, around that.
Right. So people, as and when India is growing, as and when India is actually getting richer, I mean, when I say richer, I mean in terms of, per capita income is getting up and up. So people are actually moving away from, I mean, say maybe public transport to a more comfortable private transport, right? So the demand is increasing on a daily basis, while the supply is quite stagnant for a while now, because government has a lot of mandates that आप डीजल गाड़ी जैसे आप नहीं लगा सकते दिल्ली में, या आप पेट्रोल गाड़ी नहीं लगा सकते, तो आप सप्लाई रोकते जा रहे हो काफी एंड तक. So you are having a very particular segment of cars that are allowed to be put on the road, right? Then on the other hand, you have to ensure that you have enough supply on the road to kind of get that demand catered. I'll give you a very funny, or rather very, in terms of number.
Yeah.
So while you mentioned that I was competing with Uber, Olas and Rapido of the world, we were able to get on our app close to about 13 lakh people in just 2 years, right? Now, if I was competing with those folks, why would these 13 lakh people come on my app? So that was, that was the question from day one. So that was again a part of our research when we were doing. The second problem is, out of those 13 lakh people, unique users of our app तो कोई भी download करता है, but we basically make a benchmark कितने लोगों ने use किया है. So 9.5 lakh people were our unique users. मतलब पूरे ये 2.5 साल में approximately 9.5 lakh people have used, and over a period of these 2 years, around 5.5 lakh people are consistently using our app, generating close to about 30,000 trips a day on demand. Whereas my capacity to actually deliver is not more than 5,000 rides per day. So that's still 5 to 6 times more. So when I say this, this data proves that the demand is unparalleled. I mean, there is so much demand in the market that we are always short of supply. So if you talk to similar competition in the market with, let's say, Uber or Ola or Rapidos of the world, सबके same numbers हैं. उनके पास सबके पास demand बहुत है, supply की shortage है सबके पास.
आज मैं बुक करा था, हो ही नहीं रहा था.
Exactly, and that's the pain that I think most of the people here face. And the exact problem is that the supply in the market is very, very shallow. Maybe in very few pockets across the country, supply is okay with the demand, but in 90% of the cases, demand is far more than supply.
Nice. Apart from this, कभी भी कोई एक founder जब एक business start कर रहा होता है, one thing that is very important for him or her is what is their mindset when they are wanting to start something? There
See,
should be, like, of course, it's different for everyone.
Yeah,
But what
absolutely.
was the mindset of you when you started the whole?
See, I'm not the right example, frankly speaking. So again, unlike Aditya, he was mentioning that he does not have a family background where they come from business. My father was a business. My father is still a businessman.
Yeah.
He runs another company which is called Steelman Telecom, which is a far larger company
Yeah.
than Snappy Cabs. I spent about 15 years in that company before starting Snappy Cabs. So I had a lot of experience in running a very high, heavy operations business. When I was starting this business, my mindset was very different compared to a lot of first generation entrepreneurs. I knew for me to basically say, for example, build a company, like, register a company in ROC was as easy as like drinking a cup of coffee in the morning because I had done that, earlier multiple times. So for me, smaller things while you're starting a business were not a big challenge. But for first generation entrepreneurs, that also becomes a great challenge. एक सीए खोजना भी एक बड़ा चैलेंज हो जाता है कि यार मेरी कंपनी खोलेगा कौन, राइट? या मेरा लीगल मैटर्स देखेगा कौन, या फिर मेरे CACS कौन होंगे, मतलब चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट या सेक्रेटरी कौन होगी, या फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा फाइनेंस का बंदा कौन होगा, अकाउंट्स का बंदा कौन होगा. So while I was starting a business, actually I was privileged to have those kind of inbuilt in me, and also I had a team. So for me कि अरे कल मेरे को ना ये लेटर वहाँ पहुँचाना है, it wasn't a 3-day job, it was a 3-hour job or a 2-hour job. वो लेटर लिख भी जाता था, लीगल से वेट भी हो जाता था और वो लेटर पहुँच भी जाता था. So it's easier said than done, but that was the privilege that I had because I had built it over a period of 15 years. If you start today, yes, these are challenges, and I think to overcome these challenges, there are a lot of, programs or kind of incubation centers that are running exactly for this purpose. So people who are unaware, like the Telangana hub or the T hub, or यहाँ पे भी काफी सारे जो incubation centers है, world famous Y Combinators. Why? Because basically they just don't help you raise funding, but actually they help you in these smaller things also, setting up the business as well. आप किसके पास reach out करोगे? Suddenly you can't reach out to PwCs or a Deloitte of the world. You can't afford their fees. Right? आपका धंधा चालू होने से पहले बंद हो जाएगा.
They'll eat you up.
They'll eat you up. And they will not even entertain you.
Yeah.
So you need smaller people who can actually do it at your price, your cost, and stuff like that. So that's something which every entrepreneur faces a challenge. And for that, I think in startup, one of the best thing that I see in a startup is that the ecosystem that has been created by FARD or by, say, such companies like FARD, even they have what I know. I mean, काफी बार मेरे को पूछते हैं कि तेरे को कोई help चाहिए क्या? So, lot of times I go back to them and ask कि मेरे को दिल्ली में इससे मिला दे या बॉम्बे में, because they have that reach. They have invested in so many companies, right? So as an entrepreneur, as a first generation entrepreneur, I think it's a very good way to start from these cohorts, from these small incubation centers. If you have the right idea, if you have the execution capacity, I think these incubation centers can really lift you up.
Nice. Okay, now the most important question of the hour. ये मेरा personal सवाल भी है, and I guess most of you will be having the same one. If a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21-year-old who is in his college or just finished college has something which they want to build, have an idea, at least have a understanding of the industry that they want to enter, what is the next step? How can they start the whole journey?
Could be multifold. And if you personally ask me, so say for example, I have an idea, some idea. Let's say it's a technology idea. It's an idea which will kind of revolutionize, say, the telecom industry, right? So the best way to work around is either you partner with certain people who are already in this industry and kind of build on that idea, so that you get the right guidance. I mean, अगर आपका product telecom में है, तो I'm not going to say that go and ask Airtel or go and reach out to Airtel or Vodafones of the world. You can probably combine your ideas with someone so that you can get propelled. I mean, that's an easier launch pad for you. क्योंकि आप scratch से कोई भी चीज़ बनाओगे ना, sir, it'll take time. It is going to take time. It is going to take grit, resilience, a lot of emotion. हर रोज लगेगा अरे मैं फेल हो रहा हूँ, और हर रोज आपको उठ के बिस्तर से अपने आप को मोटिवेट करके चलाना पड़ेगा. एंड एन एंटरप्रेन्योरियल जर्नी इज अ वेरी लोनली जर्नी. ठीक है, आपको हर रोज लगेगा यार सब चीज तो मैं ही कर रहा हूँ, मैं ही अकेला हूँ. हु इज विथ मी? सो इट्स अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट जर्नी. इट्स नॉट अ वेरी इजी जर्नी. So that is why I always have that feeling. So मेरे को जब business करना था तो I took my father as a launch pad. Again, easier for me.
Yeah.
I'm not the right example, but I've seen my colleagues, few of the colleagues who actually joined hands with somebody who had given them a launch pad. So it could be either the ecosystem in the startup ecosystem which is being built around, like again the T-hubs of the world or any kind of incubation centers. That's a great launch pad. You will get a lot of mentorship, a lot of ideas to start at a 19-year-old. Because 19-year-old में ना आपका idea तो बहुत solid होता है, but basics का कोई idea नहीं होता है. मैं यहाँ पे clearly जानता हूँ, इतने से काफ़ी लोगों को ये भी नहीं पता होगा कि कल अगर मुझे एक company खोलनी है तो मेरे को क्या documents required है. ठीक है, how can I even go and open up a company? It's not that easy. By the way, I just opened up a company yesterday for something else. So for me, it was a 5-minute job.
Yeah.
But अगर मैं यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स को बोलूँगा कि आप कल मेरे लिए कंपनी खोल के ले आओ, इनको फॉर्म 9 क्या होता है, आरओसी क्या होता है, वहाँ पे क्या वेटिंग करती है, एलएलपी खोले कि प्राइवेट लिमिटेड खोले, क्या खोले, मतलब you know they will get so confused. What is the tax rate in LLP? What is the tax rate in non-LLP? So it is insane. That will only come with experience. बट प्रोडक्ट जो बना रहे हैं, अगर ये कप बना रहे हैं तो इसका पूरा आइडिया होगा ये कप बनेगा कैसे. बट इस कप को मार्केट कैसे करना है, इस कप को मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कहाँ से करानी है, फिर उसकी यू नो स्टॉकिंग कहाँ करनी है, फिर उसको डिलीवरी कैसे करानी है. इट्स अ जर्नी. सो फ्रॉम आई वुड से बिल्डिंग अ कप टू सेलिंग इट एंड गेटिंग द मनी बैक, इट्स नॉट एन ईजी जॉब. सो यू नीड हेल्प.
बट आई बिलीव कि लेट्स से समवन स्टार्ट्स. अब मैंने मेरा आइडिया था, इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर गया, आई गॉट सम फोक्स जो मेरे को हेल्प करने के लिए रेडी है. Sustaining it is also a very big deal. How do you have that, you know, grit as you mentioned? How do you have that motivation? Keep even
No,
if the
you
things
should
are
have
going
100% conviction in your product. मतलब आप ये समझ लो कि ये कप नहीं बन रहा है, 100 बार ट्राई कर लिया, कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. You should have the conviction कि this is what I'm going to build, this is what is going to sell in the market, and this is what I will earn from this. Right. I'm not a big fan of a business which does not make money. Right. Because वहाँ पे grit खत्म हो जाता है एक level के बाद. क्योंकि because you're always in the market actually raising more funds. So initially 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, there could be a situation where you keep on raising money to build that business. But eventually that business has to be sustainable.
Yeah.
People unfortunately looking at the current companies think कि यार हमको आजीवन पैसा मिल जाएगा इन्वेस्टर से, हम आजीवन बनाते रहेंगे, बर्न करते रहेंगे, और इवेंचुअली यू नो वी विल यू नो बिकम लाइक अ स्विगी और अ जोमैटो. नो, यू गो एंड लुक एट देयर रेजिलियंस एंड ग्रिट. इट इज इनक्रेडिबल. दो दे डोंट मेक दैट मच मनी, बट दे सी द अमाउंट ऑफ रीच एंड don't consider them that they will not make money. They just need to move a couple of levers here and there to actually make money. They are not making money because they're still capturing the market.
Yeah.
They want to literally eat up the entire country. कि भाई मेरा हर भारतीय एक ऐप डाउनलोड करके रखा हुआ है मेरे पास, चाहे वो सब्जी मंगाने के लिए हो, खाना मंगाने के लिए हो, कुछ भी हो. So that's their goal. So they are not, they're resilient. वो करके रहेंगे.
नहीं, बट बहुत बार ये होता है ना कि आई हैव आइडिया, आई एम स्टार्टिंग इट, आई एम रेजिलिएंट अबाउट इट, है मेरा पूरा एकदम फोकस उसी पे है. बट व्हाट इफ द आइडिया इज नॉट गुड?
No
What
good.
if I'm working on the, it's like, you know, if I'm pushing the wall, it's not going to move, right?
So that's the incubation center for, right? So they will tell you that, bro, this is not going to work. Or that parent company or that company that you actually tried. If somebody comes to me, so I literally, and pardon my French, I shit on their ideas every day. Right? ये नहीं चलेगा. I give them such a hard time. क्यों? किसे? क्यों खरीदेगा ये आदमी? मेरे को नहीं चाहिए. So, you know, these questions, you have to have somebody who can play the devil's advocate role as well. I mean, who can kind of shit on your ideas on a daily basis, so that you can go and see whether, no, I cannot further, you know, deny that the idea is good or bad. So, I mean, I have to accept the idea is amazing. So, you need to keep on focusing on the idea, whether it will work in the market or not. 99% of the ideas are duplicate. Right, 99% of the ideas are duplicate. They are not different.
Yeah.
Then you cannot explain your investor why you are a differentiator. है ही नहीं आप differentiator.
USP
Like
नहीं.
I never say, I didn't play the idea wala thing. My idea is, as I said, I didn't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
It is mobility. 100 साल से चल रहा है. It's a proven market. कि गाड़ी चलती है. आप अगर खोलोगे मार्केट में कि कितने लोग हैं जो गाड़ी चलाते हैं, मोबिलिटी के कितनी कंपनियां हैं, आपको 500 कंपनियां मिल जाएंगे across the country. Right. So we are not actually pondering upon the idea. We are pondering upon the execution. We are actually focused more on execution. कि गाड़ी कैसे चलेगी, कहाँ चार्ज होगी, कॉस्ट कैसे कम होगी. Like Indigo यार, I mean Indigo came into mobility. ऐसा थोड़ी था उस टाइम aircrafts नहीं थे. But they solved the demand problem. The demand was still very high, but we had only 100 aircrafts back then. So they said नहीं demand भी है, सस्ती टिकट बेचेंगे तो डिमांड और आएगी, we will be able to be successful. I mean, few ideas are unique. Like Swiggy, Zomato, नहीं था.
हाँ.
उन्होंने डेवलप किया पूरा मार्केट.
हाँ.
So those ideas are like insane. Like Uber also, for example. उस समय कहाँ था? काली पीली आप हाथ देख के रोकते थे रोड पे. So the ideas are today has to be, अगर differentiator होगा तो has to be very different. कि मार्केट में एटलीस्ट आपके नियर ज्योग्राफी में वैसा कुछ भी चल नहीं रहा है. So people should understand that that's the idea, which is $1 billion idea then. On the other side, your idea is not a very different idea from the existing market. You're just fulfilling say a white space. It's a business model. It's a proven model. There is a market for this. ये product बिकेगा ही बिकेगा. And उसमें कुछ हल्का फुल्का आपका differentiator है. Like in my case, it's an EV. That's it. But गाड़ी तो वही है, ड्राइवर है, गाड़ी है, आपको बुक करनी है, आपको जाना है. So not a lot of change in that idea. So you have to choose what is your idea. काफी लोग क्या है कि उसी आइडियाज पे वर्क करते हैं, ऑलरेडी मार्केट में बड़े बड़े प्लेयर्स हैं और वाइट स्पेस भी नहीं है, तो इट हैज टू काइंड ऑफ फेल एट द एंड. यू कैन नॉट वर्क देयर.
And most people here, like अभी जब हमने पूछा कि how many of you want to start something, हाथ खाली 3-4 जन ने उठाए. So do you suggest कि people should be vocal about their idea? Because एक वो भी होता है कि कोई चोरी ना कर ले. What if I tell them and they start this whole thing? So being vocal about it, is that also really necessary?
पहली चीज तो ना आइडिया मेरे को दिन के 500 मिलते हैं. Seriously, if you are in my position, every day you come to my office, you will get 500 ideas. So idea तो important है ही. More important is the execution of that idea. The people who are successful are not people who have actually ideas in their mind. People who have executed those ideas into reality are successful or unsuccessful for that matter.
Yeah.
तो मैं ऑफिस में एक ही चीज बोलता हूँ, अपने जितने भी कलीग्स हैं काफी आइडियाज लेके आते हैं मेरे पास, शेयर करते हैं, तो अच्छा डिबेट होता है, अच्छा डिस्कशन होता है, कुछ सीखते हैं, कुछ मुझे सिखाते हैं. एंड ऑफ द डे में मैं उनको ये बोलता हूँ, 2 महीने आइडिया खेल लो, फिर बताना कि एग्जीक्यूट कब करना है, फिर एग्जीक्यूशन पे फोकस करो. सी इफ यू डोंट एग्जीक्यूट यू विल नॉट नो व्हाट इज गोइंग टू वर्क, व्हाट इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू फेल, वेयर आर यू गोइंग टू फेल. ये सब तो एग्जीक्यूट करने के बाद ही पता चलेगा. So most important is to execute that idea. And when it comes to sharing of the idea, na, yaar, in my fair opinion, in this world today, there is so much information available on technology. आप चैट जीपीटी को लिखोगे give me 5 nice ideas about business, वहीं से पता चल जाएगा कि आपको मार्केट में चल क्या रहा है. So I think the resilience is on actually executing the idea. अगर उस बंदे में या लड़के में या लड़की में अगर वो क्षमता है उसको खींच के लेके जाने के लिए ना आगे आइडिया को एग्जीक्यूशन फेज पे, दैट नोबडी कैन स्टील फ्रॉम यू. दैट्स माय थ्योरी.
Great. Now I would like to conclude this amazing keynote session.
Thank you.
Any last word for these youngsters out there starting their journey?
Be brave and be experimental, I would say. Don't hold back yourself saying that, you know, maybe it will work, maybe it will not work. Have a lot of conviction. Be very, very, I would say, inquisitive in nature. मैं अपने ऑफिस में अभी कुछ यंग लड़के हैं, 20-22 साल के इंटर्न्स हैं, बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं. आई एम ऑलमोस्ट 40 नाउ, सो मेरी इंक्विजिटिव नेचर अब धीरे धीरे कम हो गई है. बट when you are 20, when you are 21, अभी AI के बारे में बहुत बात चल रही है, and believe me, when I speak to my friends about AI and all, I realize that I know so much more than them, because I mean, I am slightly inquisitive, more than my, same fraternity of friends, but you guys also need to be very inquisitive. नया इतना तेज चेंज हो रहा है ना दुनिया. I mean, मैं डेली ऑफिस जाता हूँ, मुझे ऐसा लगता है अरे ये अब कुछ नया ही सुनने मिल गया आज. So be inquisitive, be experimental, be brave. Don't hold back yourself from trying new things, experimenting new things, and keep on working on your skill. आप इंजीनियर बनो, आप MBA कर लो, आप सब कुछ कर लो, but at the end of the day, you really need to pace up yourselves with the current speed of the world. Because when I see people, a lot of things are going to get redundant with the technology which is coming in. So that people don't get redundant, keep on developing on those new skills.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mayank sir?
Thank you.
Hello, sir. I'm
Hi.
Kaushiki, and I have a question that messes with my mind. So, like in today's Din Kale, so I'm gonna be switching between Bengali and English. Pardon that. But so
I am very weak at Bengali, so but I'll
Hindi?
try to understand.
Hindi will work.
Anything.
ओके सो आजकल बहुत सारे टेक्नोलॉजीज हमारे पास अवेलेबल है, बहुत सारे सोर्सेज अवेलेबल है, एंड वी हैव अ लॉट टू डिस्कवर, एक्सप्लोर.
Yeah.
So being a beginner with like zero knowledge about the field, so how would I know that this is my field? Like I want to explore it, but I'm not getting something very grabbable, like which grabs my attention or something like that. So I explore more different things, but here I lose time, and time is a very
Finite.
finite and very precious
course.
source which you can't like waste.
But what are you
any
trying
time.
to find?
Yeah, exactly. So I am losing my time, I'm losing my source and everything. So how to cope up with that?
So I'm not sure what you're trying to find, but if it's like, let's say, a career path, or maybe let's say a business idea that you want to get into, or maybe something that you want to do with your life, I mean, eventually. So that's a very personal thing. I think a very well said person said the most important thing in the world is to kind of, or the most blessed person is somebody who knows his purpose in life. So I think in this room, if you really ask every individual, 90% would not know what's the purpose in life. They're just
Exactly.
running on a treadmill.
Exactly.
Right. So my purpose in life is very simple. Do my business till 45, 50 years old, retire, take care of my wife, roam around the world and learn new things, maybe learn few languages, read a lot of books. As I said, I like to explore my stuff. I still read a lot of books. Knowledge is never... and I always appreciate this. So knowledge is never a waste of time. The knowledge is something which nobody can rob you of.
True.
So I think if it comes to exploring things, whether it's about technology or whether it is about, say, culture, or whether it is about travel, or whether it is about people, history, geography, I don't know what. It depends on what you like. But you need to learn a lot and read a lot about these things. So when I wanted to learn about technology, say, for example, today's buzzword, which is AI, I started spending half an hour every day on AI, irrespective of what I was trying to find. I didn't know what am I going to find, which is going to, either help me in my business or... तो मैंने एक बहुत interesting चीज़ देखी. And I'll cite that with an example. So मैं ऐसे ही कुछ देख रहा था AI में and what not. So मेरे ऑफिस में बहुत प्रॉब्लम चल रही थी कि मैं PDFs को ना कन्वर्ट करना चाह रहा था और वो एक्सेल शीट में नहीं हो रहा था, हज़ारों PDF थी, पता नहीं कुछ तो चल रहा था. तो मैं थोड़ा दिमाग लगाने लग गया एंड इवेंचुअली व्हाट आई यूज्ड इट एक्चुअली. ऑफिस वालों को तो बोला तुम अपना समझ लो, तुमको क्या करना है. मैंने उसको घर में जाके अपने बच्चे के साथ इम्प्लीमेंट कर दिया. बिकॉज आई विल टेल यू व्हाई. माई किड वॉज रीडिंग अ बुक. आई डोंट हैव द टाइम टू रीड दैट बुक. नाउ माई वाइफ इज आस्किंग मी कि तुम इसको पढ़ के ना इससे क्वेश्चन पूछो. हम बोले ये मैं कहाँ पढ़ूंगा ये 500 कम पन्ने का बुक. So I went on to normal AI. I said, give me a history about this book. It was a 2-pager. I read the book. Then I told AI to create a questionnaire about that book. मैंने बच्चे को पकड़ाया, and then I put that again questionnaire. The answers are right or wrong. So I actually didn't do anything, but actually spent 5 minutes on it. So this is how you can use your, skills. As I said, so be brave, yaar. Be experimental. Keep on finding what is right for you. And when it comes to career paths, frankly speaking, I mean, it's very personal again. Whether you want to get into a job or whether you want to be into business. काफी लोग को employer बनना पसंद है, काफी लोग को employee बनना पसंद है. Nobody wants to take a employer वाला headache, nobody wants to take an employee वाला headache. But struggle दोनों life में है. I mean, employer को कभी नींद नहीं आती, employee को भी कभी नींद नहीं आती. So that's fairly my answer. But be brave and be experimental. And seriously, go on the Google or whatever AI and all that stuff and keep on searching what you're looking for. You'll hit somewhere for
Thank
sure.
you, sir. Thank
Thanks.
you very
Well,
much.